Hi, how are you? Well, kind of different today, isn't it? Well, number one, I have been advised that I should, you know, make my videos more funny. You know, not acting like Dr. Ruth. I thought they were funny, but, it's just different. So I thought, okay, well, let me give that a try and see what happens. But this is a true story. So to me it's funny, but you decide. But this is a true story. Okay? Last Saturday, a really good friend of mine, Dave, got married, and it was a formal ceremony. It was really nice. So at the reception, people were, doing toast and make some speech and, things like that. And one of our good friends decided to go up there. And mind you, everybody were in, formal outfits. This guy was wearing a Hooters t-shirt. Can you believe that? But then again, Steve, which is his name, is just the way he is. So he decided to make a speech. So he said, Dave is such a good friend of mine, and I love him like a brother, so it was really cool, But he decided that he was going to tell everybody that Dave and his bride have been keeping themselves or saving themselves for that night after the wedding. Can you believe that? I thought, only in my country things like that happens, but good for them. I'm very proud of them. So that made that night one very important night for Dave. He has to perform, and when it's been that long, it can get rusted, so it needs a little bit of kind of refresher. So I decided that as a really good friend, I'm gonna try to help. Okay, so I took the microphone and I said, well, having found out that Dave and his bride have been saving themselves for tonight, well, it's only my duty as a good friend to make every possible ways that tonight would be a memorable night and a good impression night. I mean, it's only been a couple of hours since they've been married. It's, and they said it won't last. Go figure. So anyway, I said, Dave, I'm gonna give you the short form version of the instructions for sex. And he said, no, Bo, I don't need instructions. I'm good, being the macho guy that he was, you know how you guys are, you know it all. But women, we do know that it can happen. You know what they say, spit can happen. It's cold, so shrinkage could happen, So, as a really good friend, I have to force the issue, and I said to the audience, what do you think, audience? Should I or should I not? And everybody said, yeah, go Bo, go tell him. Tell him, so remind him, It's the next best thing to give him a refresher course. So I said, okay, so there we go, Dave, don't worry, there are only 3 steps. And I have a feeling that you may not even need the 3rd one. So here's the first step. Put it in, Know where to put it in. Because you might put it somewhere else it should not be. Unless you're into that too, so. That's number 1. That's easy enough, I'm sure you could find it, Dave, Find some moisture somewhere, right? Next step, pull it out. Alright? You can pull it out, you know? Just not pull it out all the way. You know, because when it's cold outside, the turtle may visit you, you know, the shrinkage. So, not all the way out. And then the third one, which I don't think you're gonna need, it says, repeat if necessary. I don't think that repeating is necessary. Right, people? And the crowd bursted in laughter. Yeah, go, Bo. So, Dave doesn't need any enemies if he has me as a friend. Okay, Dave, remember that. Love you, man. Till next time, everybody. Bye for now.